Chapter 16. Grace Found Me. Anyway, I didn't go looking for grace. I didn't feel worthy of it. I had already written myself off as someone too broken to be fixed, too far gone to be gathered, too scarred to be seen with tenderness. I figured grace was for people who made small mistakes, not the kind who walked away from families, hurt good men, or disappeared into shame. But grace found me anyway. Not in a church pew, not in a moment of praise, not in a cleaned up version of myself. Grace found me in the mess, in the quiet, in the dark. When I was lying on a borrowed mattress in a shelter with nothing but a plastic bag of clothes and the sound of my own regret echoing through the room. It didn't rush in loud or dramatic. It came in whispers. In the form of breath I didn't think I deserved. In the sunrise that kept showing up for me, even when I was too tired to notice. In the kindness of strangers. In the second chances that slipped through the cracks when I wasn't even asking for them. Grace didn't ask for an explanation. It didn't demand an apology. It didn't need me to prove anything. It just said, "You're still here, and that's enough for today." And slowly, I started to believe it. Not all at once. Not like a lightning bolt of redemption. But little by little. I started believing I wasn't too far gone. That maybe healing wasn't something I had to earn. It was something I could choose. That maybe the same God who saw me at my worst still had plans for me that didn't end in shame. Grace didn't change my past. It didn't erase the choices I made. But it gave me the courage to face them without crumbling. It gave me the strength to sit in the mirror and look at the woman I was, without hatred, without hiding. It let me rewrite my identity, not as a failure, not as a mistake, but as a woman who survived, a woman who is still becoming, a woman who, despite everything, is still loved. There were days I didn't pray, days I felt too guilty to even whisper God's name. But grace never stopped knocking. Even when I didn't open the door, it left reminders. A stranger's smile, a moment of laughter, a good night's sleep after weeks of none. Grace isn't a feeling, it's a truth. One that stands whether you accept it or not. And eventually, I did. Eventually, I stopped trying to outrun the past and started running toward the future. I stopped punishing myself for the years I lost and started planting seeds for the life I wanted to live. I realized grace had always been the bridge from who I was to who I was becoming. Not perfection, not performance, just presence, just willingness, just breath. Grace didn't show up when I finally got it right. It had been with me every time I got it wrong. I just hadn't known how to receive it. But now? Now I do. And I let it cover me every single day. Because healing doesn't happen because you deserve it. It happens because grace says you don't have to.